Well, I think it's shaping up to be yet another fairly tense night in Bahrain. I have been driving around this evening, and in some of the Shia villages that we passed through, there are already smouldering roadblocks in the highways, and the lights have been cut, the street lights have been cut by some of the protesters. And we're starting to see people coming out onto the streets, and this has been a pattern that's been followed, I think, every night since I've been here, that after evening prayers, there's a brief lull, and then things really start turning ugly again when the youth come out and they start clashing with the police, tear gas starts flying, and those clashes last into the early hours of the morning. So I think that's kind of what we're going to be seeing later on.
I guess the worry is that once the teams now leave, that the spotlight on the country may leave too, and that the attacks on protesters will continue with impunity.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's what all the protesters here fear is going to happen. I think to try and keep the spotlight a little bit on them, I went to a press conference this evening. The Wefaq, who are a Shia protest group here and a Shia political group here, held a media conference where they had some of the family of the man whose body was found dead on Saturday morning. He was called Salah Habib, and they had relatives of him there, and a man called Ali Katan was speaking to the assembled media, and he was telling us a few things about the experience that they had when they'd been to pick up, or at least to identify Salah's body at the hospital. They said that they were mistreated by the police, that they weren't allowed to identify him properly. They could only see his face, they couldn't see the rest of his body, and that their basic humanitarian rights to take his body away had been violated. And the police do still have that body in their possession at the hospital. They haven't released it yet, and that is a real concern to the family.